Hey, welcome back to VLOGMAS with me, Mariejo. It's the end of the year, and that always leaves me feeling kind of nostalgic, wishing for 2016 summer to come back, you know? And as such, with it being the end of the year and feeling all of this nostalgia, I go back to probably what is the best time in my life. I don't know if it was the best time in everyone's life, but when YouTube Rewind still existed and was still uploading videos annually. For those of you who don't know what YouTube Rewind is, from the beginning of YouTube, they have annually put out a YouTube Rewind video where they recap the trends of not only YouTube, but like pop culture and the world in general with YouTube's biggest creators and most viral creators. End of the year, they get all these creators together and they make this big kind of mashup of like just the year. And I rewatched them recently, and honestly, it's a very good depiction of what was going on during those years. The music, the people, like it really throws you back to that time. So they did a good job up until 2018, okay? 2018 was the year that YouTube Rewind stopped forever. From my recollection, YouTube Rewind was always this time of year where YouTube goes over what's popular, what was popping this year, and like any year, the most viral things aren't always the most popular things. So YouTube Rewind consistently would get a lot of hate year after year after year. Like, that is no stranger to YouTube Rewind. Like, we love to hate it. Like, it was so bad because it was so cringy, and it really just, like, I think if it was made this year, like, there would be something about 6'7", Skibbity Toilet Riz, like, there would be a lot of brain rot in it, but that's, like, the fun of it, that, like, when you watch it back, you're, like, transported into what was popular at the time or what was viral at the time. But 2018 was different. Like, I sat down and I rewatched all, I believe 8 or 9 videos. But before I watched 2018, I wanted to see for myself what was the reason why it failed.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Because I was honestly enjoying myself. 2012 is when they started doing like actual YouTube Rewind. Before that, it was just recaps of like viral videos because YouTube had just started. But I wanted to know why everyone hated it. Because I remember hating it at the time, but like, I'm used to hating YouTube Rewind. Like, that is something that's going to happen regardless. But it was so bad that they decided never to do it again, right? So I asked Google. I was like, hey, Google, what's up? Why did they stop doing YouTube Rewind? This is what Google has to say. What I'm getting from this also is that it was the most disliked video. And they also said something about they focus too much on big creators and not on actual YouTube creators. And I went into this video being all like, there must be mad celebrities in this. That was not the problem with YouTube Rewind, okay? I was there. I was on the front lines of 2018 YouTube Rewind. The problem with YouTube Rewind is that we love to hate it. Like, that was the whole point. You know, like, you sit down, you know this video is going to be trash, you know you're going to cringe a little, you know that you're not going to know every single creator because that's virtually impossible. No matter how chronically online you are, like, there's a lot of creators on YouTube. It's a vast platform. They're right in that sense. You don't need to know all the creators. Like, it's not like, at least in my opinion, when I was watching it, I would never hate on the creators that I didn't know. I didn't know them. Like, it didn't affect me, right? The problem was YouTube was taking this as like an assault or an affront to their entire platform. You know, they were like sitting there and they were all like, everyone hates the video every year. We have to do something. We have to appease everyone. And to its core, the 2018 video was literally it felt like a group project that didn't get completed until the night before, and then they just added a bunch of shit together and we're all like, here. And it also felt like the pinnacle of people pleaser. Because genuinely the video was just, we've gotten all these hate comments, we're gonna please everybody, which is impossible. You cannot please everyone when it comes to YouTube Rewind. Like, there were so many things. And I think PewDiePie wasn't in it, which like I didn't really care for, like, personally. Like, a lot of people got mad at that. I don't care. That's really what it was, because, like, in years prior, you would get a cool mashup, love that, music tea, a bunch of, like, references to things that were happening in pop culture in the world. Like, it really did encapsulate what the year was. And then you would get the top creators just coming together in ways that you didn't expect. Like, you would get to see collabs from creators that you would never expect to see together, realistically. However, 2018 YouTube Rewind was bad.
There's one thing this video needs. K-pop!
It was so bad because like every single clip was all like, the whole premise of YouTube Rewind in 2018 was you choose what it gets to be. But the you choose was the creators choosing what it gets to be. But it was clearly scripted, right? So it was almost like we're in the writer's room for YouTube Rewind, but it's ass. Like, they gave us the half-ass version of YouTube Rewind. Like, they were supposed to do all this stuff before they got on camera, and instead they did all this work on camera. And it was bad. It was just so bad because they kept on being all like, let's do this, let's do that, oh, I want this in the video, I want that, we need to talk about this, we need to talk about that. And it was just a lot of talking, whereas in years prior, it was just doing. Like, they would just do stuff. They would do dances, they would do trends, they would just, like, do weird things, and it would all just come together into this harmonious garbage fire that we call YouTube Rewind. But I think that they should bring it back. Honestly, that's what I pray for every single day. Like, every single day I pray that they bring it back, and better than ever. I think that realistically, it's always gonna get hate. No one's gonna love a rewind. I think that if it was happening this year, Mr. Beast would have to be in it. I don't think Mr. Beast has ever been in one. I don't think he was popular during the time, but I fear that he just dominates the platform. That's the thing too. I feel like with the resurgence of YouTube coming back, like, I feel like YouTube fell off hard for quite a bit. Like, YouTube used to be the main thing that everyone was doing. Like, your content creators were YouTubers. Now I feel like we've shifted from YouTubers to, like, content creators. I saw something about this the other day, but, like, content creator is a job now versus, like, before there was just YouTuber. There was no Instagram personality, there was no TikToker, there was none of that. Like, even with Viners, like, there was, like, you're a Viner, you know, you're a YouTuber, you're not a content creator. Like, that's not how that was phrased back in the day. And I think that in the fall off of YouTube, like, obviously people are still creating on YouTube and people are still watching YouTube, but it's not to the extent that it was when we were kids or when I was a kid or, like, when YouTube first started. Like, it was just different time entirely. And I feel like we're seeing the resurgence of that coming back. Long form content creators moving over to YouTube to build their brand more. And I think in that case, ooh, you know who I definitely think, based on, like, who I watch, because I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I am getting back into my YouTube grind, but I feel like Quenlin, especially with her, like, cooking show, would definitely be incorporated into YouTube Rewind. I think podcasts would be a big one because podcasts are very popular on YouTube right now. I personally would like to put my hat in for YouTube Rewind, and I will be doing a 2025 Rewind on this channel sometime during VLOGMAS. Not yet, but I miss it. That is something that I've missed for a while now, is YouTube Rewind. Like, that needs to make a resurgence so badly, because, like, I need a good little mashup of songs from 2025, even though I'm gonna hate it. Like, I'm gonna hate it now, but when I look back, I'm gonna be all like, wow, 2025, that was a year, you know? It did its big one, or maybe it didn't, and that's okay. Not every year is so grand. 2025 was a long year. I will say that much. Like, I was talking about this the other day, but it has felt like 3 years in one. Like, there was so much stuff that went down in my life personally in January that I look back and I'm like, that happened this year? Like, we're still in this year. Like, personally, I don't like wishing away time, but I am so ready for 2026. This year wasn't bad by any means, but it was just, like, lethargic, you know? Like, I just feel like I'm being dragged through this year, but at the same time, every single quarter of this year has gone by like that. Why was it literally just Halloween and now you're telling me Christmas is around the corner? No. November did not, like, I blinked and November was gone. No. But the rest of this year has just been trifling, and something to take the edge off would be a nice YouTube Rewind that I can hate on with my peers. Bring it back. Bring back YouTube Rewind. I need it desperately. I haven't felt the same since. Nothing's been the same since. And I also saw that, like, another reason why they couldn't bring it back, like, they weren't going to bring it back in 2019 because of how bad 2018 was. And then when they did want to bring it back, COVID happened. Dare I say that the reason COVID happened is because they canceled YouTube Rewind. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. But that's it for today's vlog. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!